Wow, howdy tubers. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day God has provided us today.
You're welcome.
Oh, and Gary has too.
Hey, yeah, kids, thanks so much for bringing the biscuits and gravy. They were awesome.
Right.
Really, really good.
Isn't that right, Henry?
That's right.
Beautiful day God has provided.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He certainly has, Ollie.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went through a couple of weeks. Of course.
And I've flown. Oh, no. I told Matt that I'd flown twice. I've flown 3 times. Flew my P-51 and I call it an Eagle V, and my little stick, which still has a problem. I remember the last time I flew this, if you can believe I can remember this, that I remember when I was loading it up that the tail got broke. So I remembered to fix that before I brought it, but when I would pull up a little bit, it wanted to turn right. So I got it back on the ground, and the tail needs some more work. I'll just put it that way. But, oh, and I also wanted to say on this is, of course, a Midwest little stick, but it's just like my real ones, or just like the first Ultra Cruiser and the first and the only H5. Scratch built. Of course, this is scratch built, and even though it's got all these holes in there, that's a foam wing that looks like it's a build-up wing. Now this was scratch built, but I went ahead and did a build-up balsa wing, and then my Chaos 40 here, I'm charging it a little bit, is scratch built too from I think that was a Bridie or Birdie was the kit manufacturer, because I had built one of these Chaos 40s when I was in the Air Force, and of course I've kept all my plans since I was a kid. I mean, from the 60s, and so whenever I get to hankering to, I just scratch build one off the plans, and that's what this is. Now my boy and I started on 2 more of these probably, well, now it's probably been 15 years ago. And so I still have them, already got the foam wings cut. And like I say, yeah, this is another foam wing that looks like it's a build-up wing, because it's got 1/16 balsa under here, and then strips of one. Well, actually, I start with 3/32 by 3/8, and then once I get them in there, then I sand them down to match the trailing edge skin and the leading edge skin. And then, since there's foam underneath, well, let's go here. Since there's foam underneath here, I take a soldering iron or gun and put a piece of this kind of wiring in the gun, and then poke it down through there and cut the foam out in between the ribs. And so the foam rib is actually that thick, about 3/8 thick. But this looks like it's a build-up foam wing. And I also, if anybody's interested in my foam wing building techniques, because I use CA, the non-foam type CA, that's not supposed to be used on foam, but that's what I use. But I've got a way to do it, and you can't buy that, what do they call it, foam. It was some spray that you could buy, and then you could spray on the foam, and then the CA wouldn't eat it when you put the CA on the foam or on the balsa wood and apply it. But I've been doing that for years. Of course, I haven't built any for 10 years. Well, 12 years. Maybe longer. Well, almost 13, I guess. So, we'll see what else is going on out here. Not getting many views on this. I'm guessing not a whole lot of modelers out there. although I have heard for some modelers. Not this time, but it's still flying, and I'm bound to get back to doing this because I still got a bunch of them, and I would like to get my 12-foot B25 going, which I need to get it out sometime and videotape it. So here's a little video for today. There you go, and God bless.